subscribe for more videos.
Welcome back, everybody, to some more Surviving Mars. We are gonna try to get some atmosphere in today. Ooh, that's a funky looking stack of resources. They just piled it all on whatever they needed, huh? Concrete's going in there. It's about a third of the way-ish there. Metals are delivered, and most of the machine parts are delivered. So great. We're still sitting at about 250 after that's full. Pretty happy with that. We are adding a Sterling in there as well. There is one here, but it's not going to heat that one. So these guys are nice aesthetic spots to pump a bunch of more power into. Now we can fill up the voids and the edges. We also have shut down a couple of these because we're overdoing the fuel. We're at over 1100 now. We're not keeping up even with the asteroid farming. We're not even remotely close to keeping up. This one is working on more rare metals. It's also been a huge supply of stuff picked up from the surface. Another almost 100 metal. 24 polymers are still here. That's partly from here. We got some exotic minerals and a bunch of rare metals coming off. So this place is basically ready. Yeah, no, not basically. It is fully ready. And it just has another 7 souls to run. Whereas over here on Astorius, it's nearing its the end of its run. It's 1 soul, 10 hours left, so it'll finish up that today. Where's our truck? Had a truck around here, didn't we? We did. Go ahead and pick this up while I'm looking at this and chatting. We have just... Oh, we got 72 left, and we're making 15 a soul with the 3 machines in here with the upgrade. So this is because this one is sitting as a low grade, so it just doesn't put out very much at a time. So that's what's going on there. We'll shut off the auto so we don't repeat that silly mistake. And this will save them some travel time on the goodies. These guys are gonna get 15 a soul. They got about a soul and a half, I said. They have 1 soul left, so they're only going to get another 15 off there. We're going to go ahead and take a quick audio fast way sort of pause while I sort things out here. We're going to load it up. Oh my goodness, there's an add or remove max quantity. When did that come in? How long have I missed that information? Okay, that brings it to 150 cap. That even acknowledges the volume. Oh my god. That's so amazing. Okay, sorry. Okay, that's going to leave some exotic minerals on the ground. Do we do that over rare metals? I'm gonna say no. Drop this down to 15, and we'll bring this up to... I'm gonna get, what do we say, 15 more than we've got right now? Oh, that brings it to full. So that's good there. Prepare that, and when you're loaded, launch. That'll take everything. Actually, the machine parts, that's fine. We can leave machine parts behind. We got lots. Polymers are meh. We've got a lot of stuff. We'll leave asteroids with equipment on it for the next you know, adventurous culture that goes out to space and finds random things and gets events like we've been getting on the asteroids. Look how greenery, well, more blue than green, but lots of like lichen and grass growing in here, which is great. We're at 5.37 on the forestation. We have done the tech, I believe, not tech, the law to boost this, haven't we? Yes, we've got the forestation effects in place. It's costing us 100 million a day, but that is worth the effort for sure, because that pumps out a whole lot of stuff. And then we also have the doubling of the vegetation. Yeah, forestation plants performance is doubled, consumes twice as much seeds, and then we've also got vegetation on here, doubling their building effect. Nice. So we should be seeing some serious growth now. 3.2% per soul. Excellent. That's good stuff. We could bump up a few more of these guys. I imagine. What's our seed count at? 254. We'll give it a bit to see what our new consumption of seeds are. We do have shuttles that have been added into the mix here. I'd like to go with another shuttle probably. We need to heat this if we do these though. Can I fit one in here? I thought oh, and maybe I don't have the space for that. No, we don't have the space in there for that. Let's go this way. Nope, that also doesn't fit. Let's put it in here. That works right there nicely. Now, you are not going to heat from there, so we're going to need to pop another heater in here, and then 1, 2, 3. The other one's going to have to go down there, so you hit here. And 1, 2, 3 to there. And that'll cover these areas with those two guys. Good, good. We're at 20 for electronics. We are producing... Oh my god, we're producing 61 electronics? Dang, bro, this is awesome. Look at these upgrades. Oh, yeah. We're only producing... Well, not only. I was going to say only producing about 20 of these, but no, we're producing 30 of those suckers. And how's our polymers production going? There are... Seriously, there's one person in each. We got all the upgrades, and our polymers are needing... one engineer apiece to pump up this supply. This is nuts. This is insane. We're gonna have unemployment. A lot of it. We have 25 people seeking work. Okay, we need to put in, need to bring this thing online, and we need to get some of the studios and workshops and stuff going in these places. Let's put that in. Is there other workshop buildings that we can get? I think it's production, right? No, it's not production. It's infrastructure. No, dome stuff. Dome services, education, research, recons, universities, dome services. There we go. These guys. So we're going to need the art workshop. We're going to need the biorobotics workshop and the VR workshop in place to get those things rolling. Because that's just crazy. We have all these electronics being produced. Another electronics factory wouldn't be a bad idea. What's the population demands in this place? There are 16 unemployed already, with only 76 people. We clearly do not have enough employment. Go ahead and bring this unit online. That adds 10 jobs to the mix. You go ahead and fill that role. You can go ahead and fill these roles. I mean, you might as well have everybody working instead of people unemployed. I don't need the security stuff, to be honest, but again, employment is better than not employed. Go ahead and unlock those, and unlock those, and unlock these. You know what? One person on the night shift is fine. You know what? Let's just go 2 shifts. Renegades in the dome is 0. People are happy. We're not dealing with renegades at all. As long as you keep your morale high and your comfort high, people seem to do okay. Morale boosters, though. What could we do for morale boosters in here? I've not confirmed that I'm using all 3 of these, but population capacity is already 132 here, but that is counting 32. So we have 100 standard housing in here. This would put us at 160, plus the 2, 194, 192 population. That's a pretty crazy dome. You guys do have education. Do we have any, yeah, is this showing the number of available? 32 lifetime graduates from that. We're set to scientists. Holy crap, switch that off to auto, please. Right, we set the one that shut down that's a law that reduces the workload in the factory. So we could switch that if we wanted to. If we were short scientists, for instance, we could swap that out. And that would be solved, but we are not short scientists at all. This dome doesn't have access to this one, and it won't, so it'll only draw from this population here. This is our baby dome, our training dome. There are 30 children. Oh my god, we are overfilling this place. We're gonna need another, need to remove this and add in another large nursery in there. There's just too much. You have a lack of food, really? Oh god, we are right out of food. That is terrifying. Go we're gonna switch seed. We're gonna need to keep some seed production. We need this baby right here to come online. Need that farm to come. I wonder if we do we have automated outdoor farming yet? I don't think so. The fungal farm requires staffing. We could put a hydroponics farm in over here. For instance, we could plop a few hydroponics farms in here. That's not what they used to look like. Ooh, that's cool. We could put a couple hydroponics farms in here to take care of seed production, and then switch these guys to regular production, or, you know, maybe we leave it as is. This will finish getting, soybean will finish bringing it up to speed, and then the quinoa there. You are now at 100% running quinoa. Everything's made of quinoa. That's just the everything plant, apparently. This dome, is it staffed thoroughly or populated thoroughly? Doesn't seem to need more than that. It's got 6 in the seniors of the 54. We have 10 surplus housing. We could swap one of these guys out for hydroponics, but then we'd need other people in here. We can activate this diner. That would get some more work being available for people. And we could activate this art store as well. Okay. More opportunity. How did that do for unemployment? We're down to 6 unemployed now. And that might adjust as we go forward. Yeah, the 4 unemployed seeking work. Good. They're going to find spaces. They'll probably shuffle around a little to do that. That's fine. You're running the new crop line. Dome at risk. Yeah. We have food shortages. We sure do. Shocky, your attention is required. Leaning on the professional expertise, you managed to convince Matthew that Shocky didn't exist, and in time he stopped talking about it. He grew up as a wonderful young man fully dedicated to science. However, the mystic influence of Shocky somehow gifted him with an insight far beyond that of normal people. Matthew Gore has grown up to be a genius scientist. Nice. Tutelage brought him into excellent standing. We have an asteroid to take care of, and we're 6 hours from a cold wave. How's our power storage? Now is not the time to be checking. It's pretty good. We've got these online, right? Yes, we brought them online. They should take care of things nicely. This dome does not have heating. Just realized that. Can we provide heat with this guy if we put him in there? Yes, we can. This needs to be built ASAP. This place is going to be super power hungry. We haven't brought that online yet. We'll make sure that gets built instruction wise. This is heating things nicely. These guys are going to be heated there. That is not. Just realized that's not going to give us the heat we want. We're going to need to put in another power unit here to heat things. Okay. You're finishing. That's good. Power there, powered there. These guys are going to have temperature issues if we leave them. But, I mean, it's not a cold wave. It's not going to end our budget on power. We got a lot stored underneath. I believe we have a lot stored underneath. Let's go over here and check on this beast right here. Why are you not done loading? You are nearly done loading. They have 30 exotic minerals left to load. Bring them over here. And drop off a bunch right here. Research completed. Alien artifact, which provides tech cost reduction to all fields. That's anomalies that provide tech cost reduction. Hopefully those anomalies did not spawn on this asteroid. Seems like they didn't. Still dealing with the food shortage. Deposit running out. That's fine. You're going to get your stuff delivered right here. And then the boys will load up the machine there, and then you're good to go. I think that's it for this asteroid. It has 12 hours to go. They should just be able to get everything stored, and then you'll get out of the way, right? That's all that needs to happen there? I think so. Yeah, that should be fine. As long as we don't have any drones that have low battery at the time. Dome at risk, starving. Yes, indeed. This one is still fine, I believe. Trucking along. We have 6 souls left on you. Since I can do this relatively quickly, we're going to go... It's hold Alt and left click to go max. Oh. That's not it. Well, it is the right button, but control gives us 5. So exotic minerals, machine parts. We'll put the polymers on here, and we'll put the rare metals in, and then we'll just fill up with whatever metals fill the ship. Good. And you guys are still doing rare metals, right? Rare metals, we're at 49. Let's drop this by, I don't know, down to 50. And then we'll bump you to 77. So whatever they get in that time might be enough to fill it. They're only doing 5 at a time per soul. So 10 per soul. They need 60 more to fill up. Yeah, okay. So let's drop the metal, the regular metals off entirely and fill the ship up with rare metals. If that happens, great. This was the one that we were supposed to do some other stuff with a dude that was last wish to come out to the planet. We can't bring him because we don't have that tech. There is issues underground. Building not working. Why? Oh, we're missing the machine parts again. Yeah, that's a thing. Oh, you need to be up your speed, so you guys stop causing maintenance in the basement. Then that means you, and you can all come online. That'll provide a bunch more power to the surface. These can output at 100 apiece, so we can dump 400 power. I presume this thing can transport that much power. Consumes 10. Says it's transferring 262 power. Production underground is 288. That is false. That is very false. It must be sucking out of the batteries. Production consumption underground is 25. Makes sense. Excess power transfer 262. Okay. Power shortage surface 81. Interesting. Water storage surface 5.2. Do we have these things full? We don't. Why are you not full? Coming out at 5.6. What does this thing produce? Oh, it's been off for a while. It's supposed to be producing, but it's been off for quite a while. Let's grab another machine part or two. Or 3. Then I'll grab you 3 dudes that have machine parts. Tell you to deliver it up there. That'll get the job done. All right, back to the food serve domes. Not working. Good. The messages are all about the domes up top, which is dangerous, catastrophic, and horrible, but we also do have this coming in less than a soul. That's good. You have food sitting on the storage, so there's that. We don't have food stored elsewhere, which is very terrifying. All right, these guys are online. Now, what is this food quality? They don't have a soil quality. All right, so you can do a whole bunch of different things, okay? Let's have a look at this. This is 4 souls, produces 15 food. Now, again, this is a third of the size of the other ones, right? We can make seeds here. Average yield, but grows very fast and produces oxygen. Reduced oxygen consumption. Okay. Very low yield, but produce oxygen. Algae. Vegetables, a cucumber. Good yield and grows slow, but requires less water. Microgreens. Low yield, slow growth, but requires less water. Leaf crop. Good yield, but slow growth. Wheatgrass, low yield but grows very fast. 1 soul. Okay. Rice, great yield but grows slowly and requires more water. 15 in 4 souls. Okay. So it's just about 4 per soul. This is 2.5 per soul. This is 3 per soul. This is 2.5 per soul. That is 3 in a tiny bit per soul. This is 2 per soul. 3.2 per soul. 3.2 per soul. That's pretty good. And 12 seeds per soul. Alright. There's no soil quality involved. So the oxygen levels variable doesn't really matter. Even the ones that, like, oh my, hold on. Oxygen, reduced oxygen consumption of 1, whereas the rice is reduced oxygen of 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, 1. Wow. It does kick out a lot of oxygen. Kelp is 0.5 with 3.2 food. So 3.2 food per soul with kelp versus this is almost 4 per soul. But over 4 souls. This is 1 soul, 3.2. I think we go kelp and then rice and then seed. Or just kelp then seed. Kelp then seed, and this one can go seed then kelp. So they're toggled off. Max 3 people. And tell them to have botanists. Please. And that'll get the university triggered to get us some botanists at some point. I hope. No, you know what? We need to not do that for now. Need to let them have their staffing. And those need to be higher priority. Farms need to all be high priority. You know, food is an issue, right? Botanists in all of those does leave us short, right? We are definitely short on some... We're short 12 botanists, 8 medics, 9 officers. Really? We're short 9 officers? I feel like that's unnecessary. That's fine there. This does not need all those officers. Does not. We'll go back to the 1 shift across the board there. Same there. Kids are in bed. When the kids are in bed, they won't need to worry about it. There we go. And that one. And then we'll take that one down afterwards. Okay. Security station's not going to need all of those when it does come online. Let's not leave that in the wrong set and build too many dudes. I love this. The Hanging Gardens has had 1,118 visitors for its 100 comfort visits. That's beautiful. Alright, food is still definitely an issue. We have 11 stored, but our consumption's 38 per soul. That is a lot. That's a lot. We need a soybean production to be coming off every day, or a quinoa production to be coming off more than once a day. Jeez. All right. Well, we've definitely shortcut on the crops. We could put another field in here, but I think we might prefer. Oh, there it goes. I might prefer to have this one online. That's bad news. All right. Did the cold thing do its stuff? You bring that up, please. That's going to cost 150 power otherwise. Dang. That's a lot of power. Are you guys online? You are. Bring you up to start the scrubbing. You're not quite there yet. Okay. Make sure everything that is heating, should be heating, is heating. Do we need this guy on? Yeah, we do if we want to not lose that water source. We're 18 power short. We got something happening with the power switching here. I do desperately need that to go online. I think we're getting deliveries. Yeah, it looks like we get the electronics there. Just a bit of polymers to deliver. Heavy drone load, of course we do. You have spare drones? I can bring that to 15, good. And you have 20 in service there. You have 20 in service there. Up north, we have 10. How many? That's it for the prefabs, okay. Well, we've gotten a decent sized boost for things there. You have 10 drones over here. I'm gonna drop you to 5. And I'm gonna bring this open. That'll fix the temperature of those buildings. This guy is gonna be just expensive, but 15's not that bad. You guys have a decent power drain, okay. Down here, you're not open. Does that mean this is causing more issues? Yeah, but we're not desperate for power at the moment. All right, the Obachi, you are prepped and ready for something. What can we get you doing, Obachi? I'd love to boost our atmospheres again. The next study is only 1.25, so we'll hold off on that until we need it. The next research one is not available, if it ever does come available. I don't want more water on the planet right now. I mean, we do, but that's not the priority. The atmosphere one, I think, is the priority. 30 fuel and 600 million. Let's go ahead and get the Obachi set up for that project. Good. Over here, we are 8 souls from finished. Are you ready to launch? You literally have everything ready. Is there any reason for us to stick around here? I would say no. Legit no, right? There's still 2 drones assigned. Oh, there it goes. Never mind. Did it leave any drones behind? I don't see any. It did leave a bit of rare metals, because we went with and some exotic metals. We just couldn't carry it all, so that's fine. We could have done an exit earlier on that and a return, but I don't think that's that big of a deal. Temperature wise, we do have these guys unheated, which is annoying. Very annoying, because that's going to cost us, actually. The polymers are going to shut down when they freeze, causing a machine part repair. This one is going... I don't know if the drone hubs freeze up. Yeah, I don't know if the drone hubs themselves actually freeze up, but we could put more power in here. We do have a lot of it when it's all open. We could also do a heater in this area instead. Subsurface heater is very inexpensive to operate. So if we plop it down here, tell them to get that built. Yeah, I know the asteroid is going away. There we go. Bring that open. That should fix this dome. Building does not work because the dome is turned off. Oh. There we go. Heat on. Power up. Not the passage. Oh, I do need a path over that passage, don't I? I mean, I don't need it, but in dust storms when they can't fly, it's kind of important. People might want to run between the two, but they shouldn't because they do have a passage. This thing needs a repair. Please do that fast, boys. There we go. Repaired and operational. So you now have heat. This dome is not getting cold now.
Assembly session open.
Lovely. So we got a second hanging garden open. We'll do that. You can continue. This is being built. It's very important, actually, that gets built. Infirmary, yeah, sure. The alleys can get built. Might as well have the prettiness going on there. Don't need the dome in yet. We will get the TV studio online. It is coming. I wouldn't mind having one of the housing built then there as well. There we go, bringing that guy online. It probably doesn't even need the range that it's being set to, so I could probably bring it right down to like this. So low power demands, and that'll take care of the temperature issue in those two. And it only costs 1 water, 4 power to save the, what would that be? 3 power, another 30 power there. Yeah. I think that covers it. Oh, autosave. Oh, that freaked me out. 30 power. If I increase it, does that change the power needs there? No. But if I decrease it, if we shut it off, it does boost the power. Okay. Oh, look at that. Okay, so hold on. The 20 power consumption is a flat number. That's what's happening there. It's like these numbers seem a little off. It was 30. That's why I was so confused about it. I'm like, I don't remember those things taking 30 power. That's a lot. It's 30 with the amplified. But the cold doesn't triple the power consumption. It triples the base power consumption. Okay? We're only saving 20 power having that on, but still worth doing. Right, like that is plenty fine. Okay. Now, how are we doing on making sure this guy keeps fueled? It'll work. I could have one of my my vessels, these guys, trucks, if they're not busy. Could be delivering too. That's all right. Hibachi is getting fueled up, and it'll take some cash with it when it goes. Water, we're at 15.5%. That's awesome. A sustainable brush is for water comes at 20%, but our greenery is way behind. Oops, so is our atmosphere. So we'll need to get that going. Probably one more of these guys, but we're 0.4% per soul. That's not spectacular, but it's not terrible. Sessions open. Astorius is gone, and a new trade route is of no interest to me. Thank you. Alright, let's see. 2 souls, 14 left in the cold wave. We have insufficient food, but we do not have any starvation anymore. That must be because the corn crops from over here came in, right? No, they haven't. Okay, that's cool. We did get some food dispersed. These two are going a bit of food and then a bit of seeds and back and forth. 3 people working it. It's not great. Production will go up once we have enough botanists to do the job. And I think, yes, I was going to say, I think opening those slots, even though they're being filled with somebody else, these engineers are filling it, they'll still request botanist specialists. So there we go. We got 9 people in school now. It's 1 geologist needed? Where? Where would we need a geologist? Seriously. Cut those shifts off. Why would we need a geologist? I have no clue why that's asking for geology. We have no mines. There you go, 0. So somewhere it was queuing up a geologist for that. That's awkward. How many did we waste there? Man, I just can't get over how effective these things are. Look at this. 33 and 33 for the electronics. Here we go. We got this guy in. I'm going to swap you right to... Nope, we're going to swap you to nothing. We're going to go to that, and then soybean, and then... quinoa for now. We might cycle all of them with the corn and soybean and seed combination, or whichever one it is that does those numbers. Everything is warmed, eh? Not having any catastrophic power drains. Pretty good. How are we? 2 souls, 6 left on the research. That's good. Let's see what the legislative, not the legitimate, that's the opposite. The legislative, just kidding, has to offer. Fungal farms can be built on asteroids. Pointless for me, but if we put this one online, that would give us, take away 100 science, which is unpleasant, but it would also increase our vegetation by 5 and increasing percentages, so it's getting close to needing to do that. Shuttles require less fuel, 20% less fuel, sounds good. Domes and in-building Domes and in-dome buildings consume less power. Again, not a big deal because we end up making excessive power just because we use it to heat. Like, it's crazy. Drone hubs are able to operate more. Is there a shuttle one that's able to operate more? Yes, this one is the fuel efficiency. That's what that is. Yeah, those would be nice, but really kind of pointless. Yeah, I don't want to do that. That's a terrible idea for us. The free services, but it shuts down all the malls. Can't be built. Colonists gaining sanity. Their sanity is always really high. The morale thing that I could use. Now, the food consumption reduction might be a good one, but the solution is more food. Right? I don't think the solution is starve everybody. I think the solution is the other way around. Building costs of concrete and metals by 10%. Not really worth 50 mil, I don't think. Effective governance. Ministries and embassies. Ministry and Earth Embassy have less workers. For 10 million to save a shift of each of them. Not a bad idea. We could go with the administration and reduce the upkeep of science from that. Okay, let's open something up. Underground mining. We'll prepare one. Economic interventions. That sounds like a terrible idea for a free marketist like myself. The advanced resource with the least stored units will receive a production boost of 20%. The intervention will stop when all advanced resources have at least 200 units in storage. 50 million to have a 20% boost to whatever's the lowest. Yeah. I would say that's worth it. It's not being supported. Interestingly, I would say that's worth it, but we'll go with the modernization. Yeah, modernize or simplify. Modernize.
Vote passed.
Excellent. All right, so we've reduced the cost to our research for where is it? Oh, did we not have any that are currently costing us? That's possible. Laws are currently costing us 170 million, but we have none that are costing us research. That's kind of funny. I went with the wrong one if that was the only criteria, but we are going to do a number of research-based ones soon. That's all right. Okay, I'm loving it. It is good stuff here. We have shuttles that are pretty much delivering scraps for us all the time. Are you busy? You are always busy, huh? Yeah, the lifted by clouds, which is, no, where's lifted by clouds? Lifted by clouds, the baby dome. Can I rename this thing? Rename it, okay. The young Martians. There we go. Very original name. Young Martians are now okay. Our morale is still low. I'm not happy with the not high morale. That's kind of disturbing. You do have what? You're missing food in this dome. That's annoying. That would cause my morale to go down too. I think we've got enough people though to do things. Let's shut that down. See if we need it again. I don't think so. What could we do to 5 of 5? There's a lifetime of activity here. We're gonna go ahead and shut down and disassemble this. Then we're gonna add in a another playground because they need it. Come on, somebody clean it out. Come on, drones, get in there. Clean that mess up, thank you. And then we'll put in another fun place for the kids to play. These guys are kicking along okay. They are. Who's leaving? Abachi! Nice! Off you go to start bringing some more atmospheres in. Money provided, good. Our domes are vital and must be protected, okay? I don't know what that means. How are our domes not being protected? Why would you need to tell me about protecting our domes? Okay, so here is the kicker. These things can give a low priority access job. No restrictions, for sure. Building performance is high. Show progress 18%. Show progress per soul 39,000. Lifetime production. So they make money off this? I think they do, actually. A vocation building dedicated to the creation of TV reality shows for the Earth folks. Workers receive comfort and morale boost and count towards workshop milestone. Generates funding and consumes electronics. Well, there you go. I was going to say it consumes 5? But it's not consuming 5 per soul, I don't think. Well, that's cool. Mars Game Night. Mars Game Night, episode 1. That's great. We could put one in here as well, but do we have unemployment? Vacant work slots of 18, so no, we do not. The malls are the ones that are equipped. Or understaffed, I should say. Yeah. It's just the malls understaffed. We got some work needed at the casino, a little bit of work needed at the malls. Farms are well supplied. Good. Okay, and the average morale is 66 here. It's not perfect, but it's better than it needed to be. 1 hour of power storage. Is that true? No, we got 23,000 power storage. The dome's at risk, a risk of starving, not actually starving, they're just at risk of it. But this just came in, so we've got a bucket of food right here. So we should, I was gonna say, we should have no problem sourcing the food directly to people. That's good stuff. I wonder if we bring this guy in. Which one is this? Where's your landing pad? The Ishi. I think we didn't actually switch these. I think I had them different before, but that's fine. Exotic minerals need to be stored again. Let's put some exotic mineral supply down here. And tell them to gather the 180 for that. It'll eventually sort that out. Still dealing with the food shortage, but we're mostly solved. So 15 rare metals. 3 machine parts, 146 exotic metals have arrived. Excellent. All right, now this guy is not automated. I'm going to tell him to bring, go up here and get scrap metal, or scrap stone, whatever it is, waste stone. The only batch, it's really actually hard to see the stone in the snow. Waste rock and bring it over here. Okay, I want you to copy a couple more of those. We've got lots and lots of storage for these. We don't need it to fill. It's not going to use it that fast. But another one of these would probably be a wise idea relatively soon. I wonder if we've got a power spot, a heated spot that I could put it down. It would already work. Like if I put you over here, it's not going to fit in a way that actually gets the center of it heated, is it? I could, if I removed, say, one of these fuel refineries that is over. It's not needed. We're still over the 1,000 marker on fuel. If we drop way below the 1,000 with the increasing of shuttle supplies, we can add 3 more shuttles in there. Man, they are expensive. Those shuttles are super pricey. 3 electronics and what? 10 polymers, 5 polymers, something like that. 5 polymers, 3 electronics per piece. All right, so you're bringing waste rock at 45 a piece. You shouldn't have a trouble keeping things full. That's awkward. Let's say you go, 500 here, probably fine. The demand number 500. Look at them all. 9 of them plus going in there. Okay, you're gonna clear out some fun here. Please to do that. And then we're gonna need to put in, we're gonna try to put in another atmosphere generator in here. Can we get you in there? That should do the job. Can't go any further that way. I think this will give him the coverage. It will. Good. Okay, I like that. That carbonator running. Now they run 24/7, which is great. He's got the heat right next to him, so he'll have no problems with that. They do, even with the heat dealt with, they still consume 50 power, so they're beastly production. Their atmospheric production. We're at 2.9% atmospheres now, and that'll double our rate of improvement. We got the shuttle speed increased by 30% or 33% or whatever it was. That's great. We're running a robotics focus right now, and let's look. We have, what do we not have on there? The automated storage. Yeah, it's not bad. I haven't dealt with it yet. I haven't put it in yet. It's not a bad idea, but we don't really need it right now. The Mohole mine wouldn't be a bad idea. It's going to produce metals, rare metals, and waste rock, and we do want more waste rock, so I think we're going to put that on the list and get one of those built, and then maybe we'll do the rover printing as well. The network node later, when we get ourselves into a genuine like science producing beast, is pretty good. We could also do the large scale extractor. That's another wonder building that it produces concrete instead of our concrete operations. That's way down the list. I mean, that's what, 80,000 research down the list. So it's not going to be quick, but one soul left on the outsourcing. We'll get those wonders put in the list, and it's probably going to be okay. In fact, I'll do the rover before it. Yeah. Once the fueled extractors are done, finally, I will then put in automated storage, and that'll be the last of the robotics tech tree. I figure we might as well focus on that. We don't have anything that's urgent by any stretch. Oh, this water is...
Shuttle workload.
Heavy shuttle workload, nice. Building is frozen and can be repaired by drones after the cold wave has passed. Oh, the lake's frozen too, isn't it? Yeah, lake is frozen up. Okay. Fair enough. So does that mean our water output is 0? Yeah. We don't actually improve water during the cold waves, which is totally fine. Moisture evaporators, 16% increased production. That's cool. Look at that. They're making extra water. I love it. I forgot about those boosts. What else do we get? We get wind turbines and Moxies produce more with the atmosphere increasing. Solar panels produce less, however, because of course more atmosphere to bounce photons through. We don't get one from the temperature, and we don't directly get one from the vegetation, but our farms do get an improvement. 6% improvement, I guess it would show, right? Where's our performance? Okay, it's not going to show the... There it is. Build... No, that's consumption. Doesn't show building performance details here. That's fine. But we do get a buff for food production from farms. I don't think the hydroponics actually give a buff, but... How's the food there? There we go. We got another harvest coming in here. Good. Love the sound of the drones... what's their names flying by. Let's take the soybean off this list. Those two farms are now straight production. You do pump out seeds, and we will need it. We're down to 179, so we'll see how it balances out. When this thing gets online, maybe we'll even swap this one over here into the same sequence as we have here. It'll be quinoa, corn, seed. Yeah, we can do that. Switch you to quinoa and corn. Now, quinoa doesn't fix it, but seeds do. That's alright. Oh, you know what? Let's have it on a different cycle. Quinoa, corn, and then seed at the bottom. That's fine. Then we won't have to worry about coming back to it. And my obsession about making sure it's all perfectly lined up won't matter that much. RC Commander, who's just gonna hang out and wait. Nothing to do for you, sir. How are we doing on the production of the carbonate processor? We got all the metals there, almost all the machine parts, and a third of the concrete again is in place. That's good. Yeah, I think we do want that wonder that produces. In fact, I'm gonna swap. Nope. I'm gonna swap out the. Again, third try is the charm. I'm gonna swap out the large extractor for the Mohole mine. Mohole mine will produce waste rock. Oh, but this is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, probably, because we don't need the Mohole mine right now. We have Waste being produced, sort. Actually, we don't have much waste being produced at all. Not much waste rock coming out of the ground. Maybe we switch to. I mean, we got the rare metals delivered. We did get a bunch of rare metals delivered. Or no, was it rare metals that came off that? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was. I forget. Is this guy doing the rare metal? This guy's doing the rare metals. Okay. The other one was exotic minerals. How are you on your filling up? Just waiting for rare metals. You've got everything else. And you have four souls left to finish mining. So you're not going to get as many as we've requested, because I think, yeah, this is a low yield. Yeah, it is. We get 5 even with the buff, the amplify on it. You get 10 a soul over the next 4 souls, so we'll get 40 more, and we have 80 in the box. So we'll make it to 120. That's fine. Oops, back to back home. Actually, let's look at the underground, make sure those things are sorted out. Did you finish setting those up? You did. Power's on for these all the time with no maintenance required. Good. Only maintenance down here is a bit of metal, and I'm totally fine with that. And this guy has maintenance, but he should be scrubbed as well from down here. I don't know if the top gets scrubbed separately, but it might have the same maintenance bar. I think so. And it is costing 10 power. Okay, so it must not be dealing with too many issues. Good, so we got a bunch of botanists trained, or did we just shut down the jobs? Did we confuse them with jobs, or are there botanists that have come on online here? There are, so you need to have botanists as well. But we got more being trained. They will replace them, I believe. I think they go to their priority jobs as things become available, so... Power storage research completed on the fueled extractors. Nice. And then the last one is network node and the automated storage. Automated storage is less than a day's worth of work, so let's do that. Put it on the bottom of the list. Don't need them yet. They're not urgent at this point, but greening is continuing. 6.3. We're at 15.5 on water, 32 over 32.5 on temperature, and we're now gaining. Still only 0.4, but our atmosphere is at 3 something. Did we finish? Yeah, 1 soul before we get the 2% boost, so that'll be a nice bump. Evidence against dark matter. Let's check the Legislative Assembly. Oh, we didn't do the vegetation boost one. This is 90 research to give us a 6% increase in vegetation. No, not something I want to do yet. Economic intervention prepared. That would be nice. Underground water permits. Underground water deposits can be exploited even after they're depleted. Okay, so a little bit production. Right. I'd like to unlock what the last one is here. I think we'll just do that. Oh, did I just activate that? I did not mean to activate that. No. No. Did I just hit the wrong button? No. Oh, there we go. Black market trading. Open new trade routes for all rival colonists that trade resources for money. Okay. Unfortunately, since we can't do trading, that's a no use. Evidence against dark matter. Man, we have really increased our efficiency here. I'm feeling like things are cranking up really nicely. Hungry hippos, though. Hungry hippos. Sorry, people, you're not all hippos, but you're hungry frequently. The extra farms and the hydroponics should deal with that. We'll get a bit of food production here. We could actually put a food storage. Seems dumb to put a food storage outside in the cold, but we could put a food storage facility right here, and that would give the peoples around access. Evidence against dark matter. Oh, really? In our most recent observations, we found evidence against the existence of dark matter and in support of a different model of gravity. Our current model of gravity doesn't fully explain the speed at which we see the galaxies rotate, indicating these are there's a lot of mass missing, which is where dark matter comes in. Yet different models of gravity solve this differently, and recent observations confirm that one of these may be a better model for physics. I've actually heard recently a video discussing this debate between the ideas of understanding dark matter and dark energy, and it's, you know, basically the term just means something that we're pretty sure is there somehow in our calculations, but we can't recognize it. We can't actually measure it. We can't see it being there directly. So it could be that it is what we think, but it also could be an unforeseen type of situation, which leaves fun for sci-fi. Keep using the existing model. Just use a new model. Let them figure it out amongst themselves. Competition erupts within the scientific community. Advocates of either side rush to find more evidence and prove their side in the argument. All scientists gain 10 morale from 10 souls. Yeah, exactly. I love it. That's great. It says we have 2 hours of power available. Scary times, except for that's not at all true. We're in midday here, and we're cranking through the power. Building waiting for fuel. You know what? We do need more fuel. Let's put a fuel supply depot in here, because we don't have one. We should definitely have fuel available in the center here, because it's going to fuel this thing and it's going to fuel this thing. So let's go ahead and put a fuel depot in and say bring 30 fuel in. Okay, cold wave ends in 6 hours. This guy ends in 3 souls. You got lots of time to get all your metals on. Just keep trucking along here. There we go. We got the next carbonator online. Beautiful. I like how this one's frosty. This one's not, but it's not costing anything. It's just the animation's off. There we go. You are gonna need some waste rock, of course. I could move this to here. Sure. Let's tell this one to gain 500 as well. Lovely. You are fine on your power, so you're only using 50. Waste rock is coming in. We're now at 0.8 atmospheres per soul. Nice. We are starting to crank up the planetary alterations. Terraforming is on its way, guys. We're gonna, there we go. The cold wave ends, bringing some lovely greenness to the world. I like that. That is really awesome. I wouldn't mind starting a what's it called? A set of forestation plants over here. I'm thinking we're gonna green this whole area. Let's do like, can't build over that terrain. What terrain is probably causing us to not be able to build here? What the heck? Okay. That seems okay. 4 of them seem super awkward like that. There. Nope. Something weird happening like there. Nothing about that is gonna look right. It's just not. Just not. There's the issue. It's gonna bother me if it's not in the proper sequence. Okay. Those guys, we're gonna need a drone or a depot for seeds put in here. There we go. And this needs to be delivered. Let's deliver 20. Get 5 for each of them because they need 5. Polymers and electronics. We can put those in and they will be delivered. We can put a drone vehicle or a drone commander in. You're inoperative. 5 of you would be great. Go ahead over here. I need how much of each? I need 5 polymers. and 5 electronics for each, 20 and 20. And you guys have a maintenance of polymers. We'll need a depot for polymers. Instead of worrying about trucks or anything like that, I can just put in a... this really does not like this terrain at all. Put in a polymers depot and tell it to bring 20 in here. Bring 10 in. That'll be enough to get it going. And then we also need an electronics depot that can be removed later. Electronics depot. And we'll bring, again, 10 into there. That'll let the boys deliver. There you go. Well, oh no, that's somewhere else. Look at that. They're hauling everything over here. That's so good. You need what? Oh, hey, you need upgrades. Amplify would be power consumption. How much is left in the concrete here? We only have 319 concrete left in this high yield one. So we could fuel it. Third more production, but I think we just leave it as is and let it have a bit of machine parts here. It does. Why are you not repaired? Are you not able to? Oh, somebody's already repaired you. Never mind. So we have excess here because they definitely don't need all that. We do need to get more concrete produced, but we are going to run out. We only have 210 of it at the moment, and we're blasting through it with some of these bigger constructions. There's a concrete there. There's also a concrete over here. We could go ahead and put in a couple concrete extractors down here for the time being. No drone commander, that's fine. There, and then need you to not be on that tile. There. That'll work. Put in a bit of concrete depots. Let's put in a concrete depot there and a everything depot there, except for this everything depot will have machine parts and metals. Metals and machine parts. That's it. We'll just run the power over from here. I think that's okay. Since our power lines are infinite. We can do this. Perfect. Now, the only thing else you'll need is for a drone of some sort to be able to service that. These guys can't, so we'll need you to go and probably stay there and service it. Now, these guys are doing deliveries. This does not need to happen anymore because concrete can be shifted by the shuttles, right? Probably. We'll need you over here to keep servicing all this. We probably don't need that guy there very soon. In very short order, he won't be needed. We'll drop you down to 5. Drop you down to 5. Because they're not mass transporting stuff anymore. And then that'll bring more work availability here. It's pretty good. And we can distribute these things out to the other hubs. Get the work, shuffled around here. This one's actually quite a busy spot. It's always been busy. That was our first operation, and it's just always been a busy spot. I'm wondering if we get... this dome does access this, and we have dudes here. We could actually let this be just serviced by these guys for now. There's 193 rare metals here. We are bringing some in. You'd add some machine parts to boost its productivity, make the best of them while they're here, and then we'll end up moving to there or the deep mining scenario once we automate. I think that's okay. Let's get this guy repaired. Yeah, if we get that repaired, it shouldn't be a problem. Start producing those again. This is needing maintenance. No scrubbing happening over here. That's okay. By the time we build it and take it apart, we won't really gain and save much. Castalia! D-type asteroids are rare and rich in exotic minerals and water, but apart from the few metals, contain no other usable materials. Okay, so there is going to be a bit of metals. It might be a... it might be not a lot in the ground. Man, I love this. Let's go 10 and 24 for 2. You know, let's go to 3. 3, and then that would be 16, 15. We've never needed the rare metals. It's just never been a thing. There's not going to be a lot of space. Why? Oh no, that's not. Oh my god. Mars has 13 metals. Oh. Well, where'd all the metals go? This is a problem. A major problem. A super duper big major problem. We have 13 metals, not 1,300 like we once had, just 13. That's bad. Metal supplies that are not automated, or that can be automated. This one right here, we have 821. We also have the subsurface spots, don't we? We do have a regular metals that is subsurface, average deposit we can automate, correct? Yes. We can have you and you, and then we just need to move our drone to reach all of that. Right? Once we get rare metals automated, that'll be good. So we need concrete and 32 concrete and 10 machine parts. Let's get a vehicle down here to take care of that. Oh no, hold on. Concrete, 32 concrete. Might as well pick up the concrete and go. Load that concrete. We only have 215 concrete right now, so I'm glad we're getting on both concrete and the metals production, because that's going to be a huge deal. This rare metals still needs its repair. These guys need the vehicle there once you finish getting your guys online. Oh, I need power here. That would be useful. Run that power line to meet the rest of it. There we go. You guys have power now? You do, and they're starting to spin. Throw those seeds into the water, man. That's great. Alright, so this will finish up no problem. You need to drop yours down to basically nothing. Polymers are the repair product here. We'll leave it at like 5. That's fine. Seeds will leave you at 20, and this electronics can desire 0, so they'll deal with whatever's there. Maintenance won't happen here unless I have somebody stationed. So maybe when we are able to build a new drone, that would be good. You're going to build up concrete supply. You're on automatic, so you just jumped off your concrete supply. Please don't do that, dude. He's like, I got this concrete for you. You want me to put it back? Yep, okay. Auto dumping it. Alright, and then the mines underneath needed... Oh, this. Hold on. There we go. The mines underneath need machine parts. We'll need 10 machine parts brought in there. If we could do 15, that would be even better. Let's see, where are you at? You're not going to be able to do 15. Let's unload a little bit. Oh, what the heck? Oh, you're out of there, buddy. He just got yipped for other jobs. Okay, you're gonna stop your dumping job here, sir. That's great. This transport kind of stole my thunder there. Go ahead and unload into here, please. I was like, what the heck? How'd that happen? Yeah, exactly. You got gobbled up. Oh, and this is not online. We gotta make sure I gotta make sure I jump on those sooner. We have This thing could be scrubbed. It's just one piece of electronics. It's not that important, or one electronic source. Not that important. You are back online and people are being delivered. Good. Over here, we just need the stuff delivered. You've told them to bring metals and such, but we don't have metals, which is really disturbing. I wonder if we bring back the metals now. What are we going to get from staying here? It's 2 souls 19. Oh, we're way over time. Alright, let's check this. We're not going to get 139. Right, that's for sure. If we leave it at 110, for instance, and then load the rest in metals, that's only 23 metals being brought back. I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with that. We could bring back some machine parts to save on metals costs, but still producing it rather aggressively. Only going to bring 23 metals back instead of the rare metals, but I'm okay with that. So 110 before we close up shop. You guys have 0 on the planet, right? We got all 101 in the ship, basically. So you're going to produce another 10. In this next 2 souls, you'll produce another 20. And that's okay. We'll let them keep going. So we need to get to this to be 120 instead of 110. And I'm fine with that. That'll give them what they need. Repair, you have 2 souls, 19 hours, so when you fill up, you'll just jet. Good, you're solved. Now, we don't have the rocket there yet, but it did just take off for the new asteroid. We've got our mining of rare metals back online. We are short water. Because why? What is the water shortage? Drone's orphaned. Oh, stupid vehicle. That's great. Can the drones not build this thing? Can they work on that project without? Yes, they can. Please finish it up. There you go. And that is 5 drones, Wasp drones there. They can go assign somewhere else. Come on back over here, please. Alright, I'll have to sort out this transfer thing. If these guys are going to keep running with enough work, one drone commander can keep managing this. The other drone commander can go take care of not the concrete. He can go take care of the new concrete production. That'll be fine. And underneath, we'll be dealing with subterranean metal productions really soon. So that's great news. And we have to figure out what's going on with bringing stuff down to him because we kind of oopsed. All right. I took the vehicle a little prematurely. So thanks everyone for joining me. Have yourselves a great rest of the day. We'll see you in game.